Hello guys, my name is Henry Holman and today I'm gonna show you how to set up a live stream on YouTube. You can do it on Twitch too. This is gonna be a 100% free way to do it, so you don't need to pay any software, any gadgets to do it. This is gonna be a step-by-step tutorial. So if you have any question in any of the steps, you are of course more than welcome to let me know in the comments and I will help you out. First of all, you need to download OBS. It's a free software that you're able to download and do whatever you want with. You can see here free open software for video recording and live streaming. And this is really easy to set up. So we're gonna download it. I have already done it, so I don't gonna do it again. But I will provide the link directly for the download and for the website in my description for the video. We're just gonna close this down again. After you're downloaded and have installed it on your computer, we will set it up and there will come a little shortcut here on the desktop. We're just gonna open it up now. Give it a few seconds. Come on. There we go. Now you are actually able to see me live. You can see this, or it will be recorded when you see it. But yeah, that's me, Henry Holman. And this is actually what we're gonna build up for you out there. Of course, you don't want to have all this black screen as you can see behind on my screen. That is actually where the game would be when we are done. But I haven't opened any Counter-Strike or anything. As you can see down here, I called my CSGO. That's because I'm playing a lot of Counter-Strike Global Offensive. So all the black, just imagine that would be the game. But I'm gonna show you how to set up the rolling part up here in the top and everything like that. And you can do a lot of customization on it, and you can change whatever gonna stand. I will show it, and I will get a notice on how to do that. First of all, we're just gonna go up to another part, so it will be black. We will start setting up all the files. So first of all, we're gonna go into File, and we're gonna go into Settings. In here, you're able to change I will only recommend to change the language. If you have another language, it's not English, that's your native or whatever, just change it to whatever language you would like to have. There's a lot of different stuff to take. Stream, I will return to this part a bit later because it's gonna interact with Twitch or in my case YouTube. So I will return to this part in a little bit. We're gonna jump to the next one, that's output. Up here you're gonna take advanced if it's not already set to advanced. Then you're gonna get this box as you can see on my screen. This is called streaming. This is gonna be some of the important stuff. You're gonna set audio track to 2 if you of course have a microphone. If you don't have anything, that would you can just put it as 1. Then it will only take the recorded sounds that's in the game. But I actually just like to do it with 2. I don't want to use 3, 4, 5, 6 because it will of course use more your wire connection. And we're gonna of course use an encoder, and the encoder part is already always a really important a part of setting up the live stream. I have an NVIDIA card, a graphic card, so that's why I have this little one. Maybe you don't have it. If you have an AMD card, you will not be able to have this choice NVENCH264. But I have it, and you will most likely have it if you have an NVIDIA card. But if you don't have it, of course you're just gonna take X264. It's almost as good as this. OBS is just built for it, and we're gonna use this because we of course have it. Rescaling, I'm gonna use this to 1080. That's just, you can change to whatever you have. If you don't have a powerful computer, I will recommend you going down to 1080 720p. But again, this is something you need to test out yourself because it has something to do. How powerful is your computer? How good are you at streaming? You need a good computer with a good CPU. And again, you need to have the proper wire connection because it is taking a lot if you're streaming sound, video game, playing yourself, and even as I am a webcam that's on my live stream. It's gonna be a stressful situation for your computer and your internet. But most people with modern computers should be able to do it 920 by 1080. So let's just keep it at that. This is just the color. We're just gonna stand here, lossless CBR, just hold on there. You will not regret it. I have been testing all the other one, and I must admit I haven't felt any difference. But the bitrate, I will. It's again how good do you want to have the quality on your live stream. I would recommend that you are going from 2000 up to 5000. In that spare in there, if you feel that your computer is overloaded with a lot of information while you're live streaming on example 5000 bitrate, I would recommend you'll try to go down to 4000 or 3500. But again, try something against 2000 to 5000. Set it between that. Don't try to go lower or higher. The quality, you'll be able to see the quality is changing. The rest down here, keyframes, present profile, level, GPU, B-frames, all of that, let it be as it is on my screen. I think this is kind of default. I haven't touched any of it, and I am really happy with my live stream. So please guys, don't touch it, just let it be. Then we have the next one. If you are recording, I don't know, we can just take it. Recording is actually, if you would like to record with OBS, of course this tutorial is about live streaming, but we can just set it up so you have set up the whole OBS for it. I have my recording path, that means where my files after I have recorded with OBS, they will be saved. Normally I'm actually not using OBS to recording, I'm using Shadowplay because it's a bit more NVIDIA style. It's actually made by NVIDIA themselves. So Shadowplay is a bit better for me in my opinion, but again OBS is a fantastic program, so do not hesitate if you have an NVIDIA or have AMD, just use OBS. You will not be disappointed about it. You can set it up to a recording format, MP4, as a lot of people are using. Again, I'm using 2 audio tracks because I like to use my microphone. I like, of course, the video game sounds. Of course, they need to be there too. We are again rescaling to 1920 by 1080, and down here I actually only changed the present to high quality, and the rest I didn't change any of it. So just let that be. Now we're gonna go to the bit more important stuff, the audio. Audio track, you can see that was all the audio track we talked about before. And in here, you're able to set them to some numbers, going up to 320. I have been through these numbers in my tutorial about Audacity, but we're gonna go fast over them again. This is again the quality on the voice or the sound you are playing in your live stream and in your recording in that matter. You will not be able to go higher 192 on YouTube if you're uploading or live streaming there. So don't hesitate not trying to go higher. It will just use more power on your computer and you'll not get anything out of it. And actually, in my opinion, maybe it's because I'm an old man, 31 years old, that I'm not able to hear that much of a difference going from 192 to 320. So just let it be 192. Just let it be there, and we are ready to go on to the next one. This is again the sampling rate. That means what is your what kind of microphone are you using? How high is the hertz on it? I can just show you guys how you're gonna find out what kind of thing you're using. Normally the standard one is 44.1 kilohertz, but my microphone is a Blue Yeti, so it's a bit more demanding. You can see this little box coming up here. My microphone, we don't gonna use the microphone on this one, but we can just take this. Actually just disable this one and take this. Now you can just see properties. Let's just see levels, 48,000 hertz. We're gonna take this one, and that would gonna be the number we're gonna use. So of course this is the thing you're gonna go for. Do not try to change it higher if you don't have a microphone that's actually able to do it. So place it, if you have a 48,000, just put it up there. If you have it higher, just put it as 48 still. And if you don't know it, let it be on standard. You'll still not be able to hear that much of a difference. Again, you're gonna record what kind of device you're using. I'm using, as I told you before, the Blue Yeti. So I'm gonna use the Blue Yeti micro stereo microphone. And again, I have the same with my mixer. That's again This is just a speaker. That's because I have my headset plugged into the Blue Yeti, and maybe that sounds a bit weird, but I'm able to plug my headset directly into the Blue Yeti, so I'm able to hear myself while I'm talking. All of this down here, the delay and all of that stuff, don't do anything about it. It is if you want to have a kind of a delay, but in my opinion, I don't see why people should try to have any kind of delay between their footage and what they're saying. That would just make it a bit weird to look on. In here, the video, we're just gonna set it to, again, 1080p. Just do it as on my screen. If you don't want to try it lower, you can of course type in 1280 by 720 if you ain't able to go higher than that. But again, that's something you need to test by yourself. In my opinion, just try it out with the big setting in the first place, because you will probably be able to run it. Again, this is the frame. FPS, I'm gonna go for the 60 FPS. We wanna get it a good quality. And hotkeys, I'm not using any of those hotkeys. That's just when I'm recording. I have a few when I'm recording, but I don't need that for the live stream. You can see over here in the corner that I have start streaming here. Advanced, in here I haven't changed that much either. I am just rendering. You can just see it's all standard in here, but you are of course able to see whatever settings I have here. This was actually changed by itself after I changed it in the audio menu. But you can I will just let it be for a few seconds, so you guys are able to change the numbers. If you don't have the same numbers as I have, you are actually able to to get those numbers. So after we are done here, we're just gonna apply, and okay. Now we actually set up all the settings, but there is still something to do before we are getting this picture. You can see this picture. Wow, how are we gonna get this picture? And for that matter, we will just go back to the black screen. So we are going from a base. We will actually start here. You can see we can just make a new one, just call it test. I can't say in the start, guys. Sometimes there is a bit of issue between if you already have set up the webcam. You can see I have my webcam, it's running right here. Sometimes OBS have a bit of the difference trying to recommend or trying to put it up, and you will see it in a few seconds. Maybe it will. You will get a little error before the picture actually got here, but we will get it up and running. First, we will make a test, and in here we're gonna right click and add. First of all, we're gonna add a capture. Let's see, video capture device. That means our webcam. We will just go ahead. I already have it, so you can just create a new one. We can try to do that and see if the program gonna crash for us. But we go video, new, and you can see then there will come a little pop-up. If you have a webcam here, that should be whatever video webcam you have. I have is Logitech C922 Pro streaming webcam, and it can be a bit tricky to work. I'm sometimes just pressing the keys back and forth, trying to get this actually to work, because it is as I told you before, there's a little issue with this to make it work. But I promise it will come in a few seconds. Then we are activating it, blah blah blah, and we'll just go okay for that now. Okay, and we're just gonna close down the program and try to make it push again. Now you can see, oh, OBS crashed. Whoops, OBS crashed. Do not hesitate about that, and do not be afraid of it. It is an error that's happening sometimes with this webcam. I don't know why, I haven't figured it out now, but you can see when we're opening it again, bam, we have it. So it's just kind of weird thing. I think there's a bit of issue by maybe my webcam, Logitech, and OBS, but it's actually working. The good thing here is that you're actually able to press the webcam, and you're actually able to make the picture bigger and smaller if you want that. It just depends on what kind of game you have and which place you want to place it. It's kind of important when you're playing some kind of game. I'm using to play Counter-Strike Global Offensive, so I'm able to set my view up here. And the reason for that is that I only have the radar up here, and a lot of people don't want to see that radar in game. But over here, that's the kills, and down here, there's the numbers about the energy, the shot, how many bullets I have in my gun, all of that really important stuff. So Remember, it's important to set this the right place. So don't just set it here if I'm setting it here. If you have a big picture right now, if you have a webcam yourself and maybe it's just like this, you ain't able to see anything, just right click and preview. You can see this enable preview, and you can it can even be bigger than that. It can be like if we're taking the output like this, like what the hell, I'm up there in the corner. It's just, you know, put it to scale to window. It doesn't do anything when you're actually live streaming. This is just, you're able to see what you are doing, and this black screen is actually the 1080p screen you see now, just a bit smaller. So next up, we need to set up a bit more, and we are back to the screen again. Next up, we're gonna add this that's called a game capture. We're gonna go in here, game capture, we'll just call it live stream test. Okay. And in here, we should be able to capture a specific window. We already know what kind of window we will capture, and that is Counter-Strike Global Offensive. So we're just gonna say okay for that, and capture device and deactivate it there. And in here, properties, activating, there we go. And then we are able to go into our game. Again, we're just gonna launch it really fast, Steam, go into the game, go up here, start the game, blah blah blah, come on. We'll just launch our Counter-Strike Global Offensive again now. So we should be able, let's see when it's gonna launch. Then we should be able to get the picture back on again. This is only one thing you need to do once, and then it will be there all the time. There we go, now we have our Counter-Strike up and running. We can just go zap out again. Bam, now we have the picture and the stuff. Okay guys, now we actually get all to work about the live stream. Now you can see my picture, you can see the whole image behind where we are actually live on Counter-Strike. Now we need to add the little moving text on top of the screen, so you'll be able to see this information. It's just giving the whole thing. If you have any donations, if you have anything like that, you can put it up there. So down in our little source, we're gonna add a new one. We're gonna add an image. We're just gonna add one image. We're just gonna call it text. The other one, you can use it, but it's gonna be a bit more advanced. Then you're actually able to, we're just gonna close it down for now. We're just gonna close all of this down. And I have Photoshop. If you don't have Photoshop, you of course, I can show you another program in a few seconds, so you don't need to use Photoshop. But I have a file right here that I actually already made for this, so we don't need to build up everything again. This is actually my file with a lot of different stuff. Live stream 5, background, text, live stream. Now you can see in a few seconds it should be opening. Yes sir. There we go. This is kind of small, I know that, because this picture is actually really big. I don't know, are we able to see, let's just see, are we able to see how big? You can see how many pixels this picture is. Actually, it's almost 10,000 pixels and height only 200. But the good thing about this is you're actually able to type a lot of different stuff in here. We can just test it down. We'll just zoom a bit down. Let's just see 20. That's not enough. We're gonna go down to 40, 50, so you're able to see what's happening. There you see. Now we have all of this text. We'll just remove all of it, and we will type something else. You can just see here. We're gonna move this, and I will show you another program to do this in a few seconds. This is a test on live stream for YouTube. Smiley. Okay, there we go. Now we've made a little picture. That's not a lot, I know that. We'll just make it a little more so you can actually see it start moving. There's my subscribe to, we'll move this a bit. Subscribe to Henry Hallman for more videos about quality. There we go. And we'll just say okay for that. Now we actually made something that if you know Photoshop, and have it, you're of course you're able to do a hell of a lot of stuff. A lot of other colors and stuff like that. You can see I'm just changing the colors, and you can change a lot more than this. And we're just gonna go up, save as, and we're gonna go down and make it PNG. So that means we'll just make it transparent, so you're actually able to see behind it. We'll just call it test for YouTube, and we will put it on our desktop. There we go, and we'll just put it as the best quality as possible, and there we have this picture. We're gonna go back to OBS. Now we are in this little program. We're gonna open up this again. You can see now we have this image file. We're gonna browse image file. Let's just see our desktop, and that's right there, YouTube. Okay, now we have our little text up there. Fine. And we can just rescale this a bit again. Don't touch that. Don't touch. We have marked the other one. We can do a lot of different wherever we want. Let's just try to get it up here and run up here. Let's just see. I'm just making it run up here, so you can just move it up over the screen. That doesn't matter. Okay, now we have got our text, but yeah, what we're gonna do about this? It's just standing there, and that's not that pretty. But then you're gonna go down on your text, right click, go to filters. In here, we're just gonna press the little plus, and we're gonna scroll. We're just gonna call that scroll. Then you can see what starts happening when we're gonna pull these. Ooh, wow, this is crazy. Wow. You can just put the speed as whatever you want. I'm just gonna put something like that. If you're gonna go all of this, it will go up and down. You can just see it here. Maybe now the picture is so big that you can see we made this picture so big, so there's only a little place. Now it's coming again. You can see what's happening now. This is just kind of going crazy. We'll just make it like this, so it will come all the time. After we made the picture, all the text in here, you will of course you can just see what I meant before. Just go down to 8 again. You can see all of this out here is there too. This is a part of the picture too. In the reality, you would only have a picture that's like this big. So you don't want to have all of this empty space. That's actually a picture too. But now we have a running photo. So now we're actually a bit closer to getting a live stream up and running. So next up, we're gonna log into YouTube. We can just go to YouTube now, youtube.com. And in here, you have my little profile here. We're gonna go up here and press create a studio. And of course, you're more than welcome to subscribe to me. You can see I have 16 subscribers so far. So I'm still brand new for this. So yeah. Then we're gonna go down to a live stream. In here, you are actually able to make yourself a little background photo. I can make another tutorial on how to do that. It's not that, that's just like standard. You can change it here and upload whatever kind of file. I'm using, I can just show you guys if you want to see it. Live stream 5. I'm just using 1280 by 720. This is actually the photo you saw here. I put in some layers on it. If you guys would like some thing like this, I can upload a file on how to do it and maybe even a tutorial, or if you would like this file, I would like to provide it to you. But you can do whatever you want. I've used some different ones in my game, but it's just the imagination what you would like to create. This is actually the little photo you're gonna see out in the big open space on what's going on YouTube. So this is just a picture that's trying to get people to watch, join the battle, join me in game live. And then there's actually my Steam adding there. And of course there's a lot of I just type a bit of things here about Counter-Strike and my descriptions for the live stream. And you can scale if you have the next, if you wanna, you're gonna live stream tomorrow, you can scale it right now so people know it. And categorize it, gaming, Counter-Strike Global Offensive in my case, and of course you need to go public if you would like to get people to view it, of course. And next up we have the more important stuff. This is what makes everything live. Encoder setup. This is it. server URL. You're gonna get this thing. You're gonna download this one. You just Ctrl+C, and then we're gonna go back to OBS. We are now back in OBS, and you can see me. Hello, hello. We're gonna go into files again and settings, and there we have our text. Up here, we can go to stream now. You can see I have already been placing this line up here. I have custom stream. Don't try to take other one, just put it as a custom streaming service, server, sorry. And put in the line here. And I'm not gonna do this, reveal this one, because this is actually my little one, my little secret code. I can change it, but I would not recommend to do it. I'm just gonna show you my little secret code, but you can of course do that by yourself. And then there will come a little number down here, and this you're gonna of course copy in here and place it right here. And then you're actually able to rock and roll. Then you're just gonna press OK, and then you're actually live. Or not yet, but you have set up everything, because you still have this button down here, start streaming. I would recommend you guys to make a little fast test by yourself, and you're actually able to do that by just pressing private down here in the privacy. Then you're actually able to see it by yourself. You can see if everything is working as it should. We can just try fast and go over to this, and we will just press start. Now you can see it's working. It's connecting. And let's just see if there's anything is happening over here. Come on. All change saved. It's gonna be exciting to see if that's working. Oh, starting live stream. And I need to maybe tell you guys this waiting time. You can see now we're actually live. Now it's counting up there. Go a few seconds and we'll there we go. Woo! That's me, man. I'm live. Woo! There will be a little delay on it, and the reason for this delay is actually that this is actually because of the quality. You will like the best quality, and that means you need to stay. You will have this little delay if it's gonna be lossless, and you're gonna be live for in this seconds. You're gonna hear the same as I am saying. It's gonna take a lot of power, and YouTube are not able to provide that much of a power to you. So that will make the quality so bad. So yeah, you can see down here you are able to change it to the 1080p 60 FPS. So that's kind of amazing. You have everything set up for the best possible quality. And you can see down here, when I'm going go big, there's our text up in the top. Whoa, that's actually pretty nice. It's running smoothly. And you can see our Counter-Strike is live in behind, and everything is good to go. So now we are actually ready to go. You can see we actually have one watching person now. Maybe that's me. I know, maybe that's a guy that's on my friend list. Maybe sometimes they are actually able to see it, but we are not live for the rest of the YouTube right now. But then over here you have a little chat. Hello, this is just a little test. You're actually able to chat live with the people that's online. You can make a lot of smileys and interact with them. And a good little tip for you guys is to interact with them. Ask them questions about the game. What kind of thing do they like? If you're want to play ads, you can press this button, and you can see right now playing ad based on the complex blah blah blah. Some of your viewers see an ad, keep on streaming. You'll just continue streaming, and people would actually be able to see it. While we are doing this, we can just shut this stream down, because we are shutting it down now because YouTube is actually, in my case, uploading the videos for my YouTube channel. So that means that this video gonna be public on my YouTube channel, and I would not. Yeah, I don't wanna do that. That's not necessary right now. But you are actually able to change a lot more. You can see in here that was the basic information, where I'm just typing a bit of information about myself, my gaming setup, and my mouse settings, and a lot of that stuff. How to add me. Then you can go to streaming options, enable a DVR. that should be their standard, and that's actually, people are actually able to go back while they are seeing you live. They are actually able to go back in time to see your stream and see what you have done before. And use stream optimization. Just use this low latency. I have tried both of them. That doesn't seem to be any kind of difference between those two. It's standard to be on low latency, so keep it there. Monetizing, if you have if you're a YouTube partner, you are actually able to put this on and you will earn a bit of dollars, or not even dollars, it's just cents over time. But it's you are able to play those ads up here that I played before. Cards, you can, as maybe you already know, on videos, you can link to different stuff, pull if you have any kind of what map you would like to play. Channel, promote another channel, video, playlist, any of that, you can add it. I haven't done it, I must agree with that. I'm just, more a live guy. I think it's funny to be live. And we can go up here to manage videos. And you should actually be able to see some of my live streaming here. You can see they have already been put up on YouTube. So there is some of them. And if we're going to my profile, we should, whoops, that was not my profile. That was a bit more than my profile. That was actually my, Google about me, or what they call it. We're gonna go over to my channel. You can actually see here, I have been live streaming quite a lot. Those videos here are actually my videos live streaming, and they can be pretty long. You can see 2 hours, 55 minutes, 2 hours and something like that. 15 minutes, 3 hours, 3 hours, 1 minute. That's just my longest. But this is kind of funny, This is a really good way to live stream and earn some subscribers. I must admit, I don't have that many subscribers. I'm still new to YouTube. I am making videos about quality, on how to render videos in Sony Vegas, as I will do later on with this video. I will use the same as I'm doing in this video. YouTube video quality, getting up to 1440p 60 fps with the VP9 encoder. And how you can, I have made a video on about how to use NVIDIA Shadow Play version 3.0 update. I have something about Audacity, that's a video. I have some about a knife and a lot of different stuff. So yeah, visit my profile. I'm not a scary man. I'm actually a pretty nice guy that's just trying to help our little community on YouTube to grow even bigger. And yeah, guys, if you would like to subscribe or like my video, just give it a thumbs up now. And if you have any question or anything, just let me know. Do not hesitate, type in the chat or in the comment on my video, and I will do everything in my opinion to help you and what I can provide with information. So I think I'm pretty sure that you guys are able to go out there now and live stream yourself. So I really hope to see you guys live stream yourself. So for now, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if there was any kind of steps in this video that you didn't understand, oh yeah, there was one little step we forgot. I forgot to show you how you can make this background text in another way if you don't own or don't have Photoshop yourself. And that's actually a little one. What is it called now? Think. I need to return to you guys in a few seconds, because I need to remember what it's called. So give me a few seconds and to think. There we go. Now we actually have it. I'm an old man, you can see. So I actually need to think a bit on what the name was. This is called the Pixel Editor. It's a free little software. It's almost like a Photoshop you saw before. Down here you can see that it's almost looking like the same. This is of course the Pro of the Pro. So if you don't want to use all of that time, you're just gonna go ahead. Oh, we're just gonna go down here so you're actually able to see a bit. There we go. This is a free little website that we're actually able to you can do the same as I'm doing up here. You're just gonna go for creating a new photo. If we are talking about the photo behind of YouTube on my videos, like those on the live stream, you are actually able to make them in this little 1, 2. You can just call them whatever you want. Test, and you're gonna set them down here to 1280 by 720, and you're gonna make them transparent, so there's no white background. And then you're actually able just to go OK, and then you have this little nice window here where you're actually able to go in, get some nice backgrounds. We can just, I think I have some backgrounds. Give me 1 second. I think I have some backgrounds right here. We can just see. Oh no, I'm forgetting. This is not the Photoshop. You're going up to Files, opening an image. We're gonna go down to Files. We're gonna go down to Template. We're gonna go in there. We can just take this green one. There we go. And we're just gonna close this one down. You can just press Ctrl A to mark everything, and Ctrl C to cover it, and then we can just close it down. No, and we can just Ctrl V, and then we will have this one here. Then you are actually able to, I'm just gonna remove this a bit more. If you're doing this in a big screen or making it even bigger, you will have a lot more space. I'm just gonna do it like this 40. There we go. We're gonna go up to File, Edit, and Free Transparent, so you're actually able to move the picture a lot more. Then you're actually able to make all of this, so everything should be good and going. You can type in text here, whatever kind of font. That's actually, I have a lot of downloaded one that's this little program actually able to see it, so you're able to do it like this. Test. We'll just go up to, I think it's 130. There we go. Test for live stream. There we go. And we make another color. We'll just make it yellow. Maybe we should mark it. There we go. Oh no, I'm forgetting. We need to go like this. There we go. Whoop. And there we go. And we can move it again. Whoops. There we go. And you can do a lot of different stuff in here too with a bit more things. You can see, I think it's down here. There we go. This little box, I pressed it right there. It's actually, you're able to make it. You can see a little shadow on it. We can just, it's almost like it's in Photoshop. But you are able to make your own little picture. You can make the other text up here in the top too. You can just make something really big in the length. Do not do it in the height. You saw I made mine up here only 200 in the height, 200 pixels. So we can just try to take a new photo. Just call it text and make it white. We'll just make it 4000, something like that. And the height, we'll make it 200, make it transparent. And we will just say this. We'll just not do anything about that. We made our own. There we go. This little one up here, maybe we need to go even lower, 8. There we go. This is a really long. You can see it's 4000 pixels wide. So it's a really big picture. But in there you are able to type all things, and this is transparent. So when you're gonna get up here in the line, you're able to type whatever you want. Hello, my name is blah blah blah, and I'm gonna play this, and we are actually live right now. You can go in and play with me and all that kind of stuff. It's just to imagine what you're gonna type up there. And after you're done editing the picture, you can just go in and right click, and you're gonna save. You can see it here. This is do not just save it as a JPEG. You're gonna save it as a PNG photo. You're just gonna say okay, and you can place it wherever you want. We're just gonna do it on our desktop because I don't have anything to do with this little picture. We're just gonna do it there, and the image has been saved. And the reason why we're using the PNG is, of course, it's transparent, so you are able to see behind it. And the other reason is that the quality on the picture is actually way better than JPEG picture is. So guys, I think that was everything for now. I have shown you a lot of good and small tips in this video. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate. Let me know in the comments. And please give me a thumbs up on the video if you like it. And if you have any kind of suggestions what I can do in the future, what I can improve, I'm still new on YouTube. You are of course more than welcome to let me know. So guys, have a good time and thank you for watching. Bye bye. I only call you when it's high.